welcome to Popcorn Dogs, your favorite podcast, just in general.
Yeah, not about anything specific. You just like the sound of our voices.
We want to get our numbers up. Tell your friends about this show.
Yeah, if you don't, a gas mask wielding, machete wielding man in tidy whities will come and haunt you.
If ghosts were real and that was a ghost you could threaten someone with, I would become a religious person. I would do whatever it took to keep that ghost from my property.
That Reggie Ledoux.
Yeah, Reggie Ledoux. My name is Brad.
My name is Tyler.
And we are part of the Hair of the Dogcast Network. Check out all of the other amazing shows like Zombie Dogs, where Tyler and I discuss Resident Evil.
Yeah. It's, we got a lot going on.
We have a lot going on.
We got some good shit.
Very good shit. Including today, episode 4 of True Detective. Today, we are talking about episode 4, Who Goes There?
We got a job to do. Off book.
Reginald Ledoux, 35, did a bit manufacturing meth and LSD.
He said there's just so much good killing down there.
You have to do what you did to me last week.
I come through this tonight. I gotta know you're gonna hook me up. Sure you wanna do this? Not exactly. Marty, I need you.
90 seconds. Go.
And this opens up with Charlie Lang. We saw this little weasel a little bit ago. Back in Charlie's cell, they discuss Reggie Ledoux. And they confront him after having Reggie kill her. And this sets Charlie off in a big way. He starts, let me out of here. To Reggie Ledoux. And Russ very calmly, ain't no one's going to give you the Oscar.
Yeah, calm down.
You can tell. He's just puffing up.
Yeah, he's putting out a performance. He's trying to look like the concerned husband.
Yeah. Charlie admits, yes, they did discuss Dora, and he showed Reggie some photographs of her. Later on, Russ calls them cheesecake pictures, which
I like that. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, some Polaroids. And I think, when you are stuck in a fucking, 8x9 fucking cell, whatever the size is, with one other dude, and he's the size of Reggie Ledoux.
And you're the size of Charlie Lang.
You talk about shit and you share shit. I can't imagine how horrifying that is.
Yeah, because Reggie Ledoux could pick him up and throw him. Could probably physically toss that man.
Could split him like a piece of firewood.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, he's bigger and scarier, and yeah, whatever Reggie wants to talk about, you're probably going to find an interest in it, at least to save your ass.
Oh, child sacrifice is cool.
Yeah, I like the yellow cake.
Thumbs up.
Carcosa, right.
We still make that toilet crank? Yeah. He also says Ledoux can make some crazy stuff to get you high, so they're getting some reason to believe Reggie is the one cooking the meth, the LSD, that might be in the systems. Charlie starts talking about children's sacrifice and Carcosa and spiral symbols. And that's enough. Like, there's clearly connections. This is the right avenue to be looking down. Because, yes, they found out that Charlie Lang, they're looking to Reggie Ledoux, and they found out Reggie Ledoux shared a cell with Charlie Lang, which is a strange coincidence to have this other Rhiannon Olivier go missing, and you find out she was with some Ledoux fella, and that he is connected to Charlie and Dora Lang.
Yeah.
There's some stuff adding up. Charlie says Tyrone Weems might know where he's at. Weems is a little wanksta.
Yeah. He's a little worm.
The Charlie asks about the parole board, and they laugh at him. And then he follows up with, then they're on their way out, and he says, do you think that I might have gotten Dora killed? And Russ just says, yeah, probably. I don't think you should have shown him those pictures.
Yeah, I love this part.
And then in the car, Marty's like, you didn't have to say that it was his fault he got her killed. Like, he asked about his parole first. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. And then he even takes a jab at Marty, too. He's like, you find the weirdest things to get soft about. Like, you give a shit that I talked shit to Charlie Lang. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. The dynamic between these two is so fire.
I love it when Rust is painfully honest with horrible people about how he feels about them.
You think I got her kill? Probably.
So they're looking more into the investigation. No Ledoux can be found anywhere, and Reggie has been a ghost since skipping parole checks.
Yeah, I ain't seen that Ledoux boy nowhere.
He Ledoux. Yeah, he's gone, and he's been gone for a while. There's no track record, and it's Louisiana. It's rural Louisiana, and people aren't keeping up on their papers. Weems' mom, because they can't find Tyrone Weems, but they find his mom, and she says he has a girlfriend. And then they go to talk with a girlfriend at a strip club who says she hasn't seen him in a while. Marty is also in the strip club at the bar doing police work, not being the horrible Marty we know. But the bartender he's talking to is actually the writer of the show, Nick Pizzolatto.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that.
And he actually was a bartender in Texas, so he knows how to do it. But he's being shifty about giving information about anything, and Marty's like, shows his badge, like, do we have to fucking do this, man? I'll shut you down. Just give me some information.
Yeah, and then Marty reaches behind the bar and grabs the bottle of whiskey himself and pours himself another drink, and I was like, no, you're just being an ass.
I would support that move. I rarely support him drinking. This is like,
I can do what I want here.
yes, I am police. And so they find out Tyrone has been seen with her.
Yeah, and this all happened because he stole his mom's microwave. If he wouldn't have stole that microwave, maybe he wouldn't have started dating the stripper. He wouldn't have gone down this path of...
Don't steal your mom's microwaves.
Yeah, your mom needs the microwave.
I am going to steal a beer if that's okay. He just pulled it out of some mystery hole. I don't even know where he got that.
I didn't even put the case.
I was going to edit that out, but we're going to keep that in because Tyler he has beers everywhere. Oh,
Oh. You got it.
this table is actually half beer.
So then from here, shit is going to hit the fan for Marty. He's at a hearing, and Lisa is the stenographer. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think it's what it's called. The people who type really weird but can type really fast.
It's because they're not typing full words.
Yeah, I don't understand how it works.
I think that they're like typing sounds.
Yeah, it's weird because I've seen a stenograph thing, a stenograph.
I don't think that's right, but it sounds fine.
So they are in the same room, and this is the first time that Lisa is seeing him since he broke into her apartment and assaulted her man of the evening if they were dating.
Assaulted her, broke and enter.
Yeah. And
she even, he's testifying about, the door was, this is a separate case, the door was open, so I thought it was appropriate to enter the domicile. I spotted drugs on the table. And she can just tell, you're just making shit up.
Yeah. Marty, they get into a little bit of an argument in the hallway. She's like, we need to fucking talk. You can't treat me like this. Is fucking bullshit. And then
he kind of ignores a lot of that until she says he's philandering, making shit up at court. She says it out loud, and he's like, whoa.
You calm the fuck down.
That's going to get me in big trouble.
Yeah. And then she's like, I want you to treat me with respect. And then as the elevator door closes, he's like, this is respect, which I get where he's coming from. He thinks this is respectful, but you've already crossed the line.
He should apologize.
Yeah. At the very least.
He should apologize. Own up to being a shitheel. He will learn, but she has tried to talk to him about it, but he won't talk to her. And this is something that does need to be addressed.
Yeah, you need to apologize for this. You've crossed the line. She says, what you're doing isn't good enough for her, and you need to apologize. But he
tries to ignore the problem.
Marty comes home to packed bags and a letter, and we don't see what this letter says, but the letter is from Maggie. He calls Maggie's parents and begs to speak to her. His father-in-law is like, you're a bad man. She deserves better.
And I don't know. I generally don't think I would agree with her dad. In this point, he's very right.
Yeah. And then, then he calls Nancy back, and he's like, you blew up my fucking life.
He called Lisa back.
Yeah. He calls Lisa. He's like, you blew up my fucking life, and tells her he'll skull fuck her, which is, again, very colorful verbiage for a man. This guy's got some ways of talking.
He is a poet, a modern day poet.
He's like, fuck you. I need to know what you said to her, because he's already gonna lie. He's gonna.
I got to get ahead of this lie.
Yep. Since he's kicked out, he gets drunk and he follows a stripper to a crazy rave thing where he finds Weems.
It's a subtle mirror of Cohle when Cohle had nothing to do with his life and he didn't want to face what was going on in his personal time, he would just get fucked up and go do real police work. And you know what Marty does? Police work. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's filling the void with police work, which maybe that was the answer all along.
Yeah.
He finds this crazy rave thing, and he ends up finding Weems.
He goes to an industrial, like, abandoned plant, and it is a rave. Like,
It's just,
if I was 20s, Brad, I would be like, this is fun.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, I'm too old for that. But if I was in my mid-20s, Tyler, I'd get down with that.
I could see that being fun. But also, it's probably past 8 p.m., so now, Brad,
Nah, it's not going to happen.
I get a headache thinking about it.
Yeah. I was like, you know how loud it probably smells bad in there, too.
Those people are not clean.
No.
Can someone turn the music down?
I think it is a little loud.
I want to talk about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Anyone want to go outside and have a cigarette? That's what I would do. I'd just be the guy outside smoking a cigarette the whole night.
Weems very quickly gives up Reggie Ledoux.
Weems is a little fucker.
But he also has a gun in his face because Marty's pointing a gun
No,
at
but
him.
he has like the cornrows. He just looks like a little fucker.
He does look like a little fucker.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody who would turn.
See, he looks like
quick.
someone who would steal his mom's microwave.
Yeah, he is exactly the type of man he looks like.
Yeah.
He says that Reggie cooks for one customer and one customer only, and that's the Iron Crusaders. Marty then decides it's a good idea to go to the hospital, where he makes a phone call to Rust, and he's like, yeah, Reggie Ledoux only cooks for the Iron Crusaders. And Rust kind of perks up at this, and he's like, are you sure? Iron Crusaders? He said that? And then you realize that he's at the hospital.
Yeah. I don't know if he calls him from the hospital. He doesn't call him from the hospital.
Yeah, he does. He's at the payphone at the hospital.
But Russ doesn't know he's at the hospital.
No.
No, because Maggie calls him.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, Russ is like, hey, come over. You're up. You're doing work. Like, let's hang out. And
He's like, I got something I got to do.
And yeah, Marty is charging in to a very serious, private, sanctified work environment. Hospitals have their own rules, their own safety.
Yeah, he causes a big fucking scene. Maggie says Lisa came to the home and the daughter saw her, which is like also a big deal.
Our daughters.
Yeah, our daughter saw her and she's disgusting. You're disgusting. Russ shows up because once a doctor walks up and kind of stops Marty and Maggie from talking. Like, do you have official police business here? And then the next time we see Marty, he's being held back by three police officers. And Russ shows up and
This doctor, big dick energy.
Yeah, big dick energy.
I understand you're police, but are you here in that capacity? Otherwise, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, and then he does not leave. And then Rust comes and gets him to go. And he's like, we got to tip. We got to go. We got to do this thing. I got big work to do. We got big work.
Yes.
And then Maggie's watching Rust calm down the scene, and she's just thinking, it's a good man.
That's a better man. This whole scene caused me so much secondhand anxiety. Just watching the hospital scene.
Oh, yeah.
Just to watch somebody ruin their life so... Like, it's a speed run for ruining your life on PS2. Like, how to make every wrong decision at once. And he is.
He's doing great.
So they start planning, talking about the investigation. He's at Russ' house. He lives with Russ now.
And I love this part of the show because it's like Marty kind of puts his guard down a little bit. And like now that he's spending more time around Rust, like he needs a friend. And Rust is that friend right now.
And I love Marty's line. You know you got a second floor?
Yeah. And he's like doing the eye mirror thing that Russ does. He's like, you supposed to see both your eyes in this at the same time?
Russ says he knows about the Iron Crusaders. He happened to be undercover with them a long time ago, a couple years ago, which is not too long, but 2012 Russ then claims he is taking some personal time. He's like, yeah, I took some time and I left work for a while, had to go see my dad. And while he's explaining why he was missing from the area for a while, because this next part of the investigation, off the books.
Yeah.
They are doing a lot of off the books shit right now.
Yeah, they do some illegal shit here.
Very illegal shit. And while he's explaining why he is not at work, you see him opening a giant case of serious guns and booze and money and drugs. Awesome.
Yeah, this is his fucking little footlocker too is hilarious because it's got like guns, it's got like an AK in it, and there's a bottle of Jameson next to a flask, and it's like, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah, brother. When you open that trunk, I think every time you open it, somewhere someone just goes, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, somewhere a Macho Man did an elbow drop as soon as that opened.
Yeah.
At the bar, Marty is bargaining with himself over Maggie. He's trying to talk it through. And Rust says, hey, you want to know what I think about it? This is none of my business. I don't want to hear it. Love it.
Yeah, and it's funny because Marty is like, fuck, he's right. Then 10 seconds later, he's like, well, actually, I think if I could just get another shot. He's like, again, if I have to tell you again, not my fucking problem.
Marty's in the loop. He's in his bargaining loop. And Russ, fuck, that night at the Longhorn, you were so obvious, man, checking her out. And she looked crazy enough to have followed you there. And he goes, with all that dick swagger you roll, you can't spot crazy pussy. So enough with this self-improvement, penance, hand-wringing bullshit. Let's go to work. And then Hart, you got hell of a bad side manner, Rust. And Russ says, being stupid's different than calling in sick, and this is a bar, not a fucking bedside.
Which is pretty fire.
I'm always been a proponent of I'd rather hard medicine. I think that it's described very well in Moneyball, of all movies, when Jonah Hill's character has to go fire someone, and Brad Pitt's character says, I'd rather get one to the head than like 7 soft shots to the body. Just be like, this is the decision, get out of here. And much like entertaining Marty's silly fucking sad sack mood, instead of, no, fucking, I don't want to hear this. You're a piece of shit. Let's get it together and work. This is not, I don't care about what's going on with you right now. There's a case.
Yeah.
And then Hart's got one of the best lines of the show. You are like the Michael Jordan of being a son of a bitch.
Which is just great. And it's hilarious because this is what, like 1995, 96, 97?
This is 95?
Yeah. So like Michael Jordan hasn't even won 3 of his trophies yet.
Oh, good point.
Which is just great. It always makes me laugh.
But he was definitely a phenom at the time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, he was a big deal. So now they are planning this off-the-book investigation thing they're going to do. As far as the Iron Crusaders know, Rust is dead. His name is also Crash, and he was shot 3 times by the DEA 2 years ago.
I like that Marty doesn't know any of this. All of these files are fucking sealed tight. Even till 2012, a lot of the work that he was doing, nobody knows about because probably it was super questionable. Probably a lot of bad shit happened, and everyone's like, nobody gets to know about what went down. So can you imagine this Marty he was working with this guy for months, and all of a sudden, all of this.
Yeah, because he gets like a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Like even when he sees the trunk for the first time, he's like, damn, you go to a lot of gun shows? Holy fuck. I also thought it was weird too on this rewatch that like the Jameson's in there and he starts drinking it like as soon as he hears Iron Crusaders and he's already starting to put this plan together. Because Russ drinks with intention for the most part. He's not casually drinking.
Yeah.
So it's like him already getting into character immediately.
He knows he needs to look rougher to pass.
Yeah.
And even when he was going at the very first, one of the first scenes in the first episode, before he goes to talk to the strippers, he's like pounding Robitussin in his car. Probably just because he needs to look the part. I don't know if it's him medicating, because he says he hadn't drank for a long time.
Yeah.
He knows, like, they're not going to trust me if I look super clean.
Yeah. And he refused drinks at the Longhorn date. He refuses drinks when they're celebrating later in the episode. But yeah, so he is...
So he's just already like...
getting into character.
I need to look like shit.
Yeah. His code name was Crash, or that was his handle when he was undercover. The plan is to find the Iron Crusaders, make them an offer of coke for meth, and find someone to take them to that Reggie Ledoux.
Reggie Ledoux fella.
Yeah. So Russ, he says, this cartel I worked on the border, they had this routine.
Oh.
They duct tape you to a chair that was bolted to the floor. Use a couple rolls, make sure you couldn't budge a fucking inch. Then they cut around your face, grip your scalp, yank down, rip your face off. Then they put a mirror in front of you so you could get a good look at yourself. Then they cut your dick and balls off, shove them down your throat until you bled and choked out, all while you were watching. So as far as high stakes go, a bullet to the head, it ain't that.
And you get the feeling that he saw this. He was there. And I'm sure when you're deep undercover and he sees horrible shithead doing this to horrible shithead, he's like, I can't blow my cover. I can't stop this. And I have to look like I'm okay with it. He gets in a situation later on in this episode where he has to play a part and he has to kind of go along with bad shit.
Yeah.
And I very much get the vibe he saw someone have this done to him maybe multiple times. So he's aware, like, this is serious.
Yeah, and he holds up his shirt too and shows like slug wounds, right?
Because yeah, he took a bunch of bullets.
Yeah. So Russ, like we said, his files from his undercover days are sealed. Marty is just now getting like this information for the first time. Then he walks in on what looks like Russ shooting heroin, but it's just ink and cayenne, and it's supposed to agitate the skin and make it look like track marks because he's already, like we said, trying to make himself look rougher. And then he's like, I need some good coke now. And Marty's like, where are you going to get that? He's like, don't worry about it. And he steals it from the fucking evidence room.
Yep. He walks in and takes it and walks out. And I'd say probably the only super unbelievable scene in the entire season is him talking to himself, walking out in the hallway. They need to have a better way of storing this shit or something.
Yeah.
Russ wouldn't talk to himself.
No.
That's for the audience.
Yeah.
That's the only time where I was like, I get it.
Yeah. And then we jump to 2012. The detectives tell Marty his dad never had leukemia, and there's no record of any hospitals that his dad would have been at, and nobody in that small town in Alaska has seen Russ and Cohle for 30 years. And Marty's just like puts his hands up and he's like, what?
Okay.
Yeah. Is that all you got? But yeah, they, like we said in the previous episodes, it is very clear that these detectives are suspicious of Rust.
They're poking around. So at a diner in 95, Maggie and Russ discuss the affair. You can very quickly tell Marty is not going to be able to talk to Maggie in person. She wouldn't allow that. Russ is a mediator. And he says Marty just wants him to pass on a tide of apologies. We can skip all that shit. I don't care about it. That's what Marty wanted me to come here for. Russ explains that kids are the only thing that matters. He explains men and women are always going to fuck up, but it's about the kids.
Yeah, which is a very minimalistic view of life, but I can see Rust's logic in it. You know, like, we are here to reproduce. And outside of that, like, relationships are going to falter and change.
But it's also spoken like a man who has lost his wife due to the kid. I don't agree with Russ saying things here. It's also about Maggie. It's also about Marty. And they need to work together. It's not just about the kids. But that's Russ' logic from a grieving parent. And Maggie says, so end of the day, you duck under rationalization, same as any of them. You must have been a great husband. And that's fucking inappropriate.
Yeah.
And if I was Russ, I would have done the same thing. He quietly gets up and walks out.
Yeah, just leaves.
Only option. It's like, all right, you can talk shit about a lot of stuff. To come at me and like question who I was as a husband after my child passed and divorce, like, yo.
Yeah, that's uncalled for.
He has no patience for that. He quietly walks out, and Maggie you can tell she's like,
I fucked up.
yikes.
Yeah, and it's just another instance of really good writing here because Maggie has always been like a little bit more logical, we could say, with her intention and what she says and does throughout the story. And I think this is her just, she's angry. She's really fucking angry, and she's lashing out. And it's a mistake. And I do love that all of these characters are like, even Maggie, who's looked pretty damn near perfect the entire show so far, makes a mistake. All these characters are just super believable in the way that Pizzolatto wrote them.
Hard times create hard people.
Yeah. And it's all of everything just feels super justified with the pacing of the show and how the characters' relationships are intertwining at this point. Like the fact that Rust has to communicate with Maggie. Some shows don't do this very well. Like the dinner scene with Jesse and Skylar and Walter always felt a little odd. And Jesse never meets Walt Jr. Like this show does a good job of getting your main characters together in a believable way.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the show.
It's really perfect.
I'm a big fan.
We like it.
All right. So after the diner scene, we're back to planning this super off the books investigation.
Now, imagine like the drum beat in the Fellowship of the Rings when Pippin knocks something down a well and something gets louder and louder and the crescendo fucking builds. And the rest of this episode, I couldn't have been like more on the edge of my seat. And eventually the seat is in another house down the block and I don't know where I'm at anymore. I'm so far away from my seat because it is just so much increasing insanity and hard to comprehend how much tension I felt as a viewer.
Yes. This is the big episode that a lot of people talk about. A lot of people talk about that really long take, and we're going to get there. But I forgot how much lead up there was before the take with Russ doing all this undercover shit. It is amazing. I think this is a 10 out of 10 episode. We talked about that at the top of the first episode.
Yeah.
I think this would classify as a 10 out of 10 for me because it is very well done.
I put a lot of these at 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Consistently good television.
But if I'm happy and something was great, I'm happy to throw a 10 out of 10. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's 6 10 out of 10s.
6 10 out of 10s?
I have no complaints, no notes.
That's pretty high praise.
True Detective. All fucking 8 episodes of this. Fucking 10s.
10.
I'm fine with that. Because if I enjoyed it and there's nothing other than jubilation, that's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I felt nothing but joy.
I'm not guarded with my 10s.
I throw them out willy-nilly.
If it's, you get a 10.
You get a 10.
This ain't video games. Video games are judged harshly.
Yeah, true. So if you've seen the meme of Matthew McConaughey smoking a cigarette, looking incredibly unhinged, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that. He looks that unhinged. It's from this show.
It's 10.
He found someone named Ginger that he used to work with that can lead him to that Reggie Ledoux fella. Rust also tells him that Maggie seems to be tells Marty that Maggie seems softer. She's getting better. I see you guys getting back together in a couple months. And Marty breaks my heart here because he's waiting for that update about Maggie. And he's like, is that your real take? Is that your real judgment on this? And Russ needs Marty to be with it between the ears. Like, he needs him focused. So how much of that is true and how much of it is Russ just being like, yeah, fucking put it out of your mind?
I think both. I think that Rust might actually believe Maggie could get there. Also, I think even if she wasn't, he would straight up just lie to him.
Yeah, because he needs him to have his back here. He knows he's going to get into some deep shit with the Iron Crusaders, which is where we're going next.
I can't lie to people when I'm sober. To be fucked up and try to lie to someone, I can't imagine.
Yeah, because Rust is about to go. He's about to go hard.
He's in, dude.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's almost like putting on a pair of pants for him. It's just he is a different person when he does something.
Oh, you even put insert meme of Russ smoking cigarette.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a sketchy biker bar. Sketchy to say the least. It is very sketchy. Rust is unsure of what will happen, and he gives Marty a phone, and he's like, don't fuck this up. Green is answer, red's hang up, no one's calling but me. Keep it charged.
Which, modern times, it might seem like too much instructions. 95, it's important to know your instructions for how a phone works.
Yeah.
Just so context, this is weird for them to have a cell phone.
Yeah, so he gives Marty the phone, and he's like, just fucking keep it charged. And then we meet Ginger, played by Joseph Sikora. Who is he in Ozark? I recognize his face, but I can't.
He's one of the people.
He's in Ozark. I can see his face, but I can't.
I don't know if he's I hate the term redneck, but I think he's one of the down south folks that might be the lover.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Is that him with the beard? Maybe.
To me, it's just Jake Crowell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Jake? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you threw me for a loop there. I was like, I don't know that actor. He's also in Banshee, which is that's like the second time we've said Banshee in this episode.
I've never seen it.
I know, but it's been popping up in my feed a lot lately.
I want to watch Masters of the Air. I watched Band of Brothers for the first time, and then looking through this, Masters of the Air popped up a bunch. My gosh. And I also want to watch Pacific as well.
The Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen part of it.
It's tough following Band of Brothers, though. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I watched like 4 episodes of Pacific. But anyway, Ginger isn't sure if he can trust Russ because, like we said, they all thought he was dead, and now he's just popping back up.
And Ginger, his eyes, they're wide.
He does not blink.
They're wide like someone who's fucked up, and Russ has to go through a special door to get to the back of the bar, which is just the outside back area. But that's the private spot for the Iron Crusaders or people in that group, anyways. And Ginger's like, "You've been dead for 2 years,
and you just pop back up. I don't know if I can trust you." And he pulls out a little vial after he lets Crash. He's calling Russ Crash because that was his name back then. He lets him give him the pitch. You know, he's like, I got this Mexican fellas down there, and they're going to trade you coke for meth. They can't cook, though, because then the cartels will start paying attention, so they need your cook. He's got the whole story figured out.
It sounds good.
Yeah, he's been working security for these guys, and he's like, no one ever made my name, so I felt it was safe to come home. He's got a good alibi on why why Ginger hasn't seen him, but then Ginger is like, well, I got something for you, and he pours out a little coke and puts it on his hand.
Not coke.
It's something.
Ginger gives him something.
It is.
And even Russ like, what the fuck is that?
And he's like, for you.
It don't matter for you.
Yes.
It's a test.
Yeah, it's a test to make sure he's still cool. And
Yes.
Russ snorts loud and proud. He's letting him know he didn't skimp on any of that. Then Marty does the insane thing of not listening to Rust and staying in the car, which might have been a good thing because Rust ends up getting on a boat. But he goes inside the biker bar, the sketchy biker bar that I felt unsafe for Rust to be in.
I think I almost feel like the writers had to give Marty something a little more to do here. To me, Marty should have waited longer in the car. It's probably good he didn't because what happens is not what they anticipated to happen. So it's good that Marty saw.
Yeah.
But
because Marty goes poking around, he tries to get in the back room. He's not allowed in. Meanwhile, Ginger's talking to Crash, and he's like, "I need a 4th man for this job. I need a shooter. I need a soldier." And Russ is like, "I am not robbing a bank. I'm not doing small time shit." He's like, "No, you do this for me, and then I'll do this for you."
I'll hear you pitch. You help me, we can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah. So
Russ does a lot of drugs. The plan is they're going to go to a trap house.
Ton of drugs.
Pretending to be cops. And come with me. Come to my house. In the bayou. So yeah, Marty does just get in enough to see Rust on a boat going down the river with dangerous fucking gang that will cut his face off and shove his balls down his throat.
Yeah.
So then Marty gets chased out of there. So Marty at this point goes off to sit in a parking lot with his phone. And he actually does read a book. I'm curious what book he's reading. But so Russ is in Ginger's house, classy place. He has a black dude tied up in his closet. And the plan is they're going to go to their trap house, this other gang's trap house, steal the money as cops. Gang members all over. And and at one point, Russ like, you guys got a plan for getting out of there? And he's like, one of the other guys just mentions we have guns. And Russ like, all right, well, guess you got a plan. And more drugs, more drinking. Rust is fucking cuckoo bananas.
Yeah, he's just ripping lines of coke and smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey.
At this point, coke is the only thing going to save his life. As someone who might know someone who might have done drugs at some point, Craig Ferguson. Have you ever watched the Craig Ferguson show?
I have.
I fucking love. And Jeff, the gay robot.
Yeah.
Here come the players. Fucking love Craig Ferguson. He's so casual. He's like, cocaine is the one vitamin that lets you keep drinking. It's a vitamin that lets you drink as much as you want. And so, as fucked up as Russ is getting on everything else, I think bumps of cocaine, that there's like this droning, like drug feeling going pervasive. Does a line of coke, sharpens up for a second.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, fuck. We're pretending to be, right now, I'm in Texas. We're pretending to be cops, and we're going to take a bunch of drugs, go to another gang's trap house, try and steal their money, and get out. And, all right, that's the plan. So, gang members all over. The legendary tracking shot.
Yeah, this is I think the one thing everybody knows about this first season is this shot.
So, director Kari Joji Fukunaga and cinematographer Adam Arkapaw spent months scouting the location and 3 days filming the sequence. 7-minute take. They ultimately did 7 full takes of this. So 3 days at night with helicopters, 50 fucking extras, whatever it is. It's a lot. And especially with film.
Yeah.
And there's multiple points where the camera goes over a fence. And you're sitting there as the film school student, as you and I were, and oh, fuck, the fucking fence, man. How'd they do that? Only film school students are fucking noticing that stuff. But
I wonder how many camera operators there was.
Because there was handoffs.
Yeah.
And there were multiple points where it goes on to something. God bless the Steadicam. They ultimately did 7 takes. The version you see in the episode is the 4th take from start to finish. To pull it off, they used a Steadicam mount, which had to be handed off between operators and occasionally mounted to a small handheld crane to clear fences without breaking the fluid motion.
That's crazy.
So there had to be they'd set it on something. Steadicam is amazing. Garrett Brown, inventor, big fan of his. Did The Shining. Check it out. Check out our Popcorn Dogs on that. It's so impressive. So they enter the house and they're driving in and there's already gang members outside. There's fucking commotion. It's loud and people are upset and all of a sudden they see, and they have cop outfits. They also have 2 dudes with long ginger beards.
Yeah.
Satan.
Satan.
Precisely. These dudes look fucking sketchy as shit, and they're dragging someone out of the back into the house. Cops don't bring someone to
a stash house. And you got to think, people in the neighborhood know that that's a stash house. It's not like you're not living next to a stash house and not realizing that it's the stash house.
It's over.
Yeah. So they immediately know something fishy is going on.
They enter the house, guns. And so the other guys, they're trying to they're screaming at the gang members to get on the ground. It's immediately intense. It's way too intense for me. I stubbed my toe once and I thought about it for a week. This is bad. And Russ is clearing the house and he finds a kid and he's calmly gets the kid to go and sit in the bathtub, just fucking lay down. And Ginger is leading the escapade. It's trapped, the little spot where they're trying to get the money out. That's why Ginger's about to take it out himself. So have the fucking guy do it. Have him do it. So the other guy knows how to carefully get the money out.
Because I think it's a gun or something that's attached it's like a tripwire. So if someone
sawed off shotgun that'll blow your fucking hand off.
Yeah.
And at this point, one of Ginger's team starts shouting. And Russ calm down. 30 seconds, in and out. I've tried. This is fucking tough, man. It's hard to even watch something this intense.
Yeah, because, people are spreading the word and realizing that these sketchy cops are probably not cops, and they're in the stash house, and they had our friend who's been missing because they kidnapped the black dude to learn about the stash house.
Yeah, that's why they know about it.
And
who knows how long they've been torturing that guy?
Yeah, and they're like, I think that was our friend that got kidnapped. That they were walking in the stash. They're probably robbing it. Let's go get our guns. And then once the window breaks,
A rock comes through the window.
that's when shit really gets intense.
Shit's getting bad. Rust realizes it's gone because they don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. One of the guys shoots one of the gang members on the ground.
Yeah, and once you shoot one of them, it's war.
And imagine how bad it would look if Rust got caught here.
Yeah, I mean, he's off the books. He's supposed to be in Alaska visiting his dying father.
Rust beats Ginger, takes him out of the back, and helicopters are swirling overhead. There are gang members running here, running there. They enter another house. He gets a phone. He calls Marty. He's like, this block, 30 seconds, make it happen. That's tough.
It's such an exciting scene too, because like, I wonder what the plan would have been if it would have gone smoothly, but it does not go smoothly. And you can see in real time Rust call an audible where he's like, these guys are fucked. They're probably going to die. He punches Ginger. He pistol whips Ginger a couple times.
Yeah.
And then he has to do plan B.
And
So I got to find a phone now.
And so he's also got to take Ginger along with him. At one point, Ginger gets away and he finds Ginger walking like half a block down. He's like, they're everywhere, man.
Yeah, Ginger's like, you fucking rat bastard. And he just punches Ginger again.
He calls Marty. He gets outside over a fence, waits for gang members to pass, and he stealths by, climbs over a fence, jumps into a car, and they drive away. And the music, there's fucking helicopters overhead, and it is just city blocks of mayhem. And somehow the show has gotten even better from the last episode.
Yeah, that 6-minute take is just, I remember, I think I was fully erect the first time I watched it.
Turgid.
Yeah, I was.
You were torched, dude.
I
You're
was
walking around for
fully torqued.
the whole week, dude.
I had a swagger about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is an incredible, it's probably one of my favorite pieces of television ever.
Yep.
It's especially the first time you watch it, you don't even realize how long the take has been. And then you're starting to think back, like, when is the last time they cut?
It's masterful.
Yeah.
It is stunningly masterful for Fukunaga. This is one of his first projects he had really filmed. It's one of his early works. And then like for Pizzolato's like confident like debut series, it's lightning in a bottle. Like both of them have done other things and none of them have like reached this peak. But when everything lines up in a way that it just does this, and then you also realize this was episode 4. And then you immediately go to Google. There's 4 more.
Yeah.
And like they haven't even solved the case yet.
I'm already excited.
I don't know what's going to happen. And for a show to be this confidently insane and this good that early is unheard of.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Amazing episode. Really confident episode. Like really ambitious for Fukunaga to even attempt a 6-minute tracking shot. But hey, shooter's going to shoot.
And if you're as excited about the next episode of our podcast as we are about the next episode of True Detective, you can get immediate access to it by going to patreon.com/hairofthedogcast for the low introductory cost of $5 a month. Now, there's also a free trial. We recommend it. Check it out. But yeah, get access to a bunch of bonus shows from all of our shows on this network. Special thanks to all of our Patreon executive producers, Phil Wright, Brian Ward, Ryan Christianick, Kipper, Jordan Hoff, Phil Just Red Bear Phil. Thanks, Tyler. Justin Melly, Just Sonic, Spetsnaz, Ejot, Tony Pepperoni, BG, Andy Bongwater, and Alex Type 1 Error. Get that checked out. We will see you next time on Popcorn Dogs.
Bye, y'all.